Do you want to know how to heal your inner wounded child? Then keep watching because this is the in-depth, spooky, timeless tarot pick-a-card reading meant just for you. Hello trick-or-treaters and welcome back to my channel TrickrTreatTarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a-card readings just like this one and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. All right, you guys, today we are back with another video, part of our summerween series throughout the whole month of July. Okay, so today's video we are featuring Child's Play. Okay, everyone's favorite killer doll, Chucky. So today's theme, right, following the Horrorland theme with the horror films, with it being Chucky and Child's Play, I really wanted to focus this pick-a-card on healing the wounded child, all about our inner child, doing some shadow work on childhood traumas or childhood maybe wounds that still need healing. Okay, and I am going to pair this video with a Reiki healing video as well, the same way that I did the purge video, so make sure you have those notifications on. So not only are we going to discuss what are the wounds particularly for you that needs to be healed and how to heal those wounds, but then the part 2 of this video, which is going to be the Reiki healing, is actually going to be us working together to do that healing to help you release those energies and be able to move forward in a healthy and positive way. All right, you guys, so we're going to do this the same way that we do all of our videos. We have our 3 groups here set up for us. Today's group is, or today's groups are for group number 1, card number 4, the girl, with this green skull ring. Group number 2 is card 28, the house, with this orange bat ring. And group number 3 is card number 5, the boy, with the purple spider ring, okay? And I did want to feature these cards particularly because we're healing our inner child. And so maybe some of your guys, you feel like your inner child is more of a feminine energy, or maybe some of you guys are more of a masculine energy. So we have the girl and the boy there. And then we also have the house, because a lot of times our inner child traumas come from actual traumas of the family, of the home, struggles with our parents or loved ones, siblings, things like that. So that's why I chose these cards for us today. And I also chose to go with the rings. I thought that was a fun play on particularly my childhood, and probably on a lot of you guys too, where I remember ordering cupcakes, or my parents would buy cupcakes for birthday. Sometimes if you were in school and someone brought cupcakes for their birthday, they always featured one of these like fun little plastic rings on the cupcakes, or these were sort of party favors that you would get after going to a friend's party as a kid. I just remember these rings were featured in a lot of parties, desserts. It's just kind of a little childhood memory for me, and maybe a lot of you guys can relate to that too. So that's why I also chose those, okay? So we're going to get into, you guys, we're going to have the timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. We're going to have the timestamps for the pile selection, where we're going to get nice and close up so that way you guys can get grounded, do your meditation, and listen to all of my disclaimers. We're also going to have the timestamps for the shuffling. You guys know I love doing the shuffling on camera so that we can see the magic happen. And then we're also going to have the timestamps for the messages, so that way all of you restless goals out there who want to get straight to the message, you can do that as well, okay? So again, timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section. And I did want to point out too, to make sure that you guys all read the description boxes as well. I have links to some of my other videos there. Remember, all of my summerween videos are going to be in a playlist in my channel. I have lots of playlists, very organized over there with all the different videos. So if you've missed out on any of the previous videos, you can go ahead and check those out in the playlist there as well. And thank you guys too for all of your donations. I have links for donations. All proceeds 100% go straight back into the channel for costumes, equipment, and all sorts of decks as well. So I have a PayPal link as well as a Cash App link. I can't even talk. A PayPal link and a Cash App link. So that way you guys can help contribute to the channel and help me keep everything sort of functioning and going for your viewing pleasures. Okay. So thank you guys for all of your beautiful comments. Thank you for all of your support, for all of your time, taking the time to watch these videos. Comment down below. Let me know how you like today's look and today's theme. So that way I know that I am keeping you guys all interested and doing a good job. Okay. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get straight into it, you guys. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your wine, grab your water, whatever it is you're drinking. Stay hydrated, you guys. Grab a snack, hang back. We are going to vibe together. We're going to hang out together. We're going to have so much fun together. I know that this reading is probably going to be a little tough. Again, we are doing some shadow work, but we'll work on it and we'll make it, you know, light and hopefully not too heavy. Okay. But remember, this is important work to be done. It's really important to heal ourselves to be able to move forward, okay? So let's go ahead, let's get into it, starting with your pile selection, okay? All right, boos and ghouls and witchy souls, and welcome to your pile selection. So we have our 3 groups here set up nice and close so you guys can get meditated and grounded, so you can choose the group that is absolutely meant for you. So for group number 1, we have card for the girl and the green skull ring. For group number 2, we have card 28, the house, and the orange bat ring. And for group number 3, we have card number 5, the boy, and the purple spider ring. Okay, again, that is group number 1, card for the girl with the green skull ring. Group number 2 with card 28, the house, and the orange bat ring. And group number 3 with card number 5, the boy, and the purple spider ring. Okay, so that is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay. I'll go ahead and give you guys a couple of minutes to choose your group. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to choose. You can pick based off of the number on the card, the picture on the card, the placement of the card, the number of the group. You can close your eyes and then open them and see whichever group catches your eye first or calls your attention the most. You can hold your hand over the screen and see which group makes you feel fuzzy, okay? So there is no right or wrong way to choose. Just use your intuition. That is the most important thing. You could even pick more than one group. That is okay. So if you feel called to pick 2 groups or even all 3 groups, that is fine. That just means that there are multiple messages meant for you in each of the different groups. Now for a couple of disclaimers, you guys, these are general readings, okay? General readings. That means that if you hear something that does not resonate, that is okay. Just let that message go and let it flow. There are a lot of people watching this video and a lot of people watching the same pile as you. So just disregard any messages that do not resonate, as they are messages meant for another trick-or-treater that is watching the same pile as you. You know your life, you know what works best for you, so just listen to those messages, okay? And you do have free will, so if you don't like a message based on the path you are currently on, you have the power to switch paths at any time. These messages are not set in stone. Your future is constantly changing and growing, and you are constantly changing and growing, okay? Now, with all of that being said, please do ground yourself by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do that a couple of times to really get grounded. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to do a small meditation. That is okay, you guys. It is very important to make sure you are grounded, in tuned, and in sync with this video and the messages provided, so you can hear the ones that are absolutely meant for you. If you feel called to, you can skip ahead to any pile at any time. That is okay. I will have all of the timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below, so that way you guys can easily skip around to the parts you feel called to. We will be doing all of the shuffling on camera. You guys know I love to do that, so that way you can see the magic happen. Also, please be aware that sometimes there are trigger warnings on this channel, and I do read reversals. We are real here on this channel, okay? I don't sugarcoat any of the messages. I'm just the channel, and Spirit is giving me the messages that need to be heard at this time. Sometimes the messages can be very healing because we do work with the shadow self, and sometimes that can be hard and we aren't always ready to do that work or hear those messages because it is challenging and difficult, but it is also quite beautiful and very rewarding, I might add, so do please keep that in mind. Also remember that these are timeless readings, so every time I sit down and perform a reading and create a video, I do so by setting the intentions for these messages to transcend space and time, so that way they will make their way to you when they are supposed to. So just know that if you are watching this video, then this message is absolutely meant for you, regardless of any dates or times that might be associated, okay? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it, you guys. I'll give you just another moment to pick your group. Timestamps are below. And we're going to get started with group number 1. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card number 4, the girl and the green skull ring. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling, guys. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. Alright, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card number 4, the girl and the green skull ring. So this is your channeled message all about what you need to hear from your inner child or from your wounded child, how to heal from those potential wounds that you might have, how to heal your inner child, and we're going to get into it, you guys, and see what the card has to say, okay? Oh, okay, cool. So we have the 4 of Wands energy. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse. And we have the 10 of Swords. Ooh, she's wounded. She's wounded. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's get into it and see what's going on here. So your inner child, definitely group number 1, is a wounded child. You guys, I see, are still suffering from a lot of that heartache and a lot of that pain from your past. I am seeing that some of that past could have to do with... Okay, so I'm seeing a couple different things. So different messages for different people, so just take what resonates, okay? But I am seeing that for some of you guys, these wounds stem from you not having a very stable home life. So I see that you guys were probably moving a lot from like place to place to place. Maybe you just you didn't own a house, you guys didn't have time to really grow roots. This could have affected you in a lot of different ways, where maybe it was hard for you to build relationships and to make friends with people because you always knew that you were going to leave them behind. I do see that as one aspect that's happening here that could potentially be because of maybe your parents' work. Maybe some of them were in the military and you had to be relocated a lot. This could also be representative if some of you guys were in foster care and then you had to kind of move from house to house to house, from different families, that sort of thing. But I am seeing here that there was a lot of movement happening in your childhood, and so you weren't really able to build stable relationships or really build a strong foundation for you to grow roots and just grow into yourself and into your life. So that is something that's happening. For some of you guys, I also see that there is struggles probably with your parents' union. So I'm seeing there's a relationship, there's union energy happening here. So I'm seeing that maybe you had issues with your parents having a divorce, which could have also been that sort of instability aspect of not being able to grow roots, because maybe you were bouncing right back and forth between mom and dads a lot. Or it could have been mom and mom and dad. Whatever the case scenario is, I see that there was definitely some sort of separation and a little bit of a complication that could have happened either with the initial separation with your parents or with you not actually knowing who your real parents are, or not having a father figure or not having a mother figure. So I am seeing that there is something with the parents that needs to be healed, and there's something about moving around a lot that also needs to be healed. Those are the two main aspects that I see for you guys, group number one. I also see that it's hard for you to move forward from your past energy. It's something that's really affecting you. It's something that you think about often, and it's something that really, I think it affects you consciously, but I think on a subconscious level as well. I think some of you guys find it even challenging now to form stable and long-lasting relationships because it's just something that you weren't really, it's not a skill that you were able to really build on growing up. So I see that that's something that really is affecting your current relationship. So there is something that needs to be worked on there. And then possibly even really talking about some of your feelings, some of these issues. For some of you guys, maybe there's a need for you to find stability as well, to find a house, to buy a house, to grow roots, and to really have more of a stable life for yourself, because you felt that you were kind of robbed of that growing up. Okay, and I do see that a lot of this is mentally. So I'm seeing that there's a lot of mental and emotional scarring that's happening here, and that's really where the healing has to be done, and that's where the healing has to take place. I think for some of you guys too, your current romantic relationships is sort of being symbolic of your relationship with your parents, or symbolic of your parents' relationship with each other. So I am seeing that if some of you guys maybe you haven't noticed, again, this could be happening on a subconscious level, where your parents might have had a tumultuous relationship, and so that is being reflected in your current romantic relationships, where things just aren't really working out, and it's sort of being a reflection of how your parents didn't really work out either. So that's, again, something else that's happening here. But again, I feel that's you really looking for a sort of stability, trying to have control over your past in your future life, and so what you're actually doing is just recreating that same trauma again, instead of doing the healing, letting go, and allowing yourself to kind of start on a clean slate. So let's keep going and see what else is happening here. The twins, okay? The twins. So this is definitely Gemini energy that's happening here. This for me, again, could talk about separation anxiety, okay? Some of you guys not being able to be alone, not being able to spend time alone, spend time by yourself. Some of you guys might find that you constantly have to be in a relationship, or you're constantly trying to be with someone, a friend or family, or a romantic partner in some sort of way. I'm seeing that there is a bit of codependency that's happening here. I am also seeing, with this being the twins, this is Gemini energy, which is communication energy. So I am seeing that there's a need for you to communicate more about your past. Your past is something that you don't talk about. It's something that you are trying to forget, when you really should be dealing with it kind of head on. So don't try to just forget your past. Don't try to just sweep it under the rug. You want to make sure that you're able to really deal with what hurt you in your past, okay? You really want to think about what were the parts of your childhood that sort of made you upset, that made you feel hurt, that made you feel pain, sad, angry, and then figure out how to forgive that energy. Because in essence, right, the key to really moving forward is forgiveness. And I know a lot of people don't really like to hear that because they feel that they were robbed, they feel that they were wronged in some way. And so you're always right. So people tend to look for revenge in some kind of way where they're like, oh, I want to make sure that they have karma, or, you know, why did this happen to me? I don't understand, you know, maybe I'm not meant to be happy. You know, people come up with all these crazy scenarios, and none of that is true, and none of that is for you to understand. So this is really about finding forgiveness for the people who hurt you, finding forgiveness for those situations that you were in those scenarios, and understanding that they were put there as obstacles and hurdles to help you grow and to help you become stronger, okay? So it's about the way that you react to these situations. How do you respond to these situations? And how are you going to utilize those sorts of traumas as triumphs that have helped you to become a stronger, wiser person, okay? And this is also what the twins telling me, that there is a dire need for you to separate yourself from your past, because you believe that you are your past. You believe that you are a representation of the environment that you grew up in. And that's certainly not the case. I think that you are so much brighter, so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. And I think that you really need to start to separate yourself from your past. You're holding on to those traumas too tightly, and it's not allowing you to grow in a healthy way. So there definitely is a need for you to let go. When we talk about letting go, it's really, there's different ways, right? There's different ways to let go. Everyone does it differently. Communicating is one way. So because we do have Gemini energy and Swords energy. So I believe that the best way for you, group number one, to help cope and forgive and release this energy of your past wounds and past traumas is through communicating those issues with loved ones, with friends, and with yourself. It's about confronting your issues head on, okay? Because I see that you've been running away from them, you've been denying them, you've been trying to sort of not pay attention to them, but it's about dealing with it head on. So it's time for you to, I don't want to say to relive, but it's well, kind of you kind of do sometimes, right? When we talk about these situations, it's about reliving these situations, but when we relive them, not in the same essence, because it's about seeing them from a new perspective, okay? Being able to step out of body and see things from a higher perspective, from a larger perspective of understanding that this was happening for me, it was not happening to me, okay? And then seeing what the lesson was and how was that helpful, okay? Because you have to look for how it was helpful. It's about finding that silver lining in a tough situation, okay? Trust me, I've been there, okay? We've all been there. We've all had tough situations. We've all had wounds that we've had to heal and issues that we've had to deal with. Some of us are still dealing with it. I get it. It's okay. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not, by no means. But it is necessary and it is important if you want to be able to grow in a healthy way, okay? Talk to your parents about it too, or your siblings, okay? If you had a brother or sister that kind of grew up in the same environment or in the same way as you, that you can find comfort in understanding each other in that way. Okay, we have harp energy coming through as well. So there's guardian energy, guardian angel energy that's coming through here that's telling me that you guys are divinely protected. Music is something else that's going to help heal you. I am seeing that listening to music, or maybe perhaps a hobby in music. So this could be singing or playing some kind of instrument. I am seeing that that is something that's going to be very helpful for you. Maybe listening to certain songs from your childhood is going to perhaps help bring in more of a nostalgic feeling, being able to associate your childhood with more positive memories instead of the negative ones, because I see that you are holding on to a lot of negativity, but this is telling me that there was also a lot of good moments and there's a lot of positivity in your childhood as well. So it's about separating the two and being able to switch your focus, because a lot of times it's really easy to focus on the negative, and switching your focus and being able to focus on the positive, okay? So listen to some songs from your childhood, from when you were growing up, that harbor positive energy and that bring back good memories. And that's really going to help you heal from those wounds that you are carrying still. Okay, that's definitely something important here. And then we have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. So there is a shift in energy that's going to be happening here. So I think for some of you guys, you've already been doing the work. For some of you, you understand this concept. You understand what's happening here. I think a lot of you guys have already started the healing process, okay? So this is just validation and clarification that you are on the right track. And this is also just kind of letting you know that it's important for you to do the work, right? Because this is talking about doing the work on yourself, to be able to do the work on your past before you can move forward in your future. Again, communicating with others, loved ones, friends, and family members that you feel are going to be understanding of you, just people that you can vent to. This isn't always just looking for some kind of advice. This could just be talking about your feelings. It can be very, very helpful to just have someone to listen to you. Without having, they don't have to say anything back. It's just having someone there who can listen to you, who can validate your feelings, because your feelings are valid. And then you can just feel reassured in knowing that everything is okay. How you feel is okay. It's okay to have those feelings and to be upset, but then, you know, you have to let it go. Okay, so have your moment. Have your moment and then move on from it, okay? The moment can't last forever. You can't be angry and upset forever. It's okay to be angry and upset in that moment and then being able to move forward, okay? And then we also have joy, rejoicing in the present, okay? So there's a lot happening here with these last three cards, you guys. So your guides are coming in. Excuse me. Your guides are coming in and they want you to know that, okay, maybe you didn't have the most ideal past. Maybe things were kind of hard. You have wounds, you have traumas, we all do. But your present life is actually pretty great. You guys have a pretty amazing present life. This could be the people who are currently in your life. This could be maybe some situations that you're going through currently. Maybe some of you guys have some sort of celebration that's coming up. Maybe some of you guys are getting married or having kids, or there's something like really amazing that's happening to you. And there's a lot of reasons for you to be happy now. So you have a lot of reasons to be happy. You have a lot of reasons to be excited. You have a lot of reasons as to why you should be enjoying your life in the present moment, here and now, as you are watching this. The reason that you're finding it challenging to have that joy and happiness and fulfillment is because you are still holding on to the pain of your past, okay? As you are holding on to the pain of your past, all you are doing is hurting yourself, and you're causing yourself to miss out on the actual joys that you currently have to look forward to, okay? Because there's a lot happening right now, and there's even more positive energy that's going to be within your future, but you have to be able to switch your focus and to stop looking back and to start living in now and to start looking forward, okay? Because there's a lot in front of you that you have to be thankful for. There's a lot in front of you that you have to be joyful for, okay? So rejoice in that gleeful energy and allow yourself to be jubilant in the present moment and to really enjoy the relationships that you have now, and really allow yourself to enjoy the celebrations that you are currently celebrating and will be celebrating in the future. My candle went out. No. Okay. And lastly, we have effervescence. Cultivate love. Okay, cultivate love. So love really is the answer here. Love is your medicine. Group number one. A lot of you guys felt like maybe you were lacking in that department growing up. You had a lack of love. You felt that you weren't loved. You felt very unloved. For whatever reason, whatever the situation was, understand that you don't need that validation anymore, that love anymore, because you have it now. You have it, and it's about now being able to love and accept yourself, okay? Because I feel that that's where the real energy is sort of happening here, where you're saying, well, I didn't feel loved then, so therefore I don't think I deserve love, so therefore I do not love me. So, but I do feel that there's so much loving energy surrounding you. You have all these people around you who love you, who care about you, but it's hard for you to see that energy because you didn't have have that growing up. So it's about, again, switching focus, okay, changing the lenses and being able to see the positive that's surrounding you, okay, because you have a lot of positive, a lot of love, a lot of joy that is surrounding you, but it's really hard for you to see it. You're almost right, walking around with your eyes closed, okay, pretending like this love and joy isn't there because you're still holding on to all this negativity from your past. So again, really needing to let go of that energy, finding a positive outlet through some sort of communication. This could be, again, talking to someone, or again, this could also be through music, writing music, singing a song, writing songs, that sort of thing, probably in a poetic way. Poetry is something that could possibly be really good for you, group number one, to help you cope with this energy and to help you release it in a positive way to be able to move forward and grow. Okay. Wow. Whew. All right, so that was a lot. That was a lot, group number one. But I think that this was a lovely reading. I think you guys have an amazing life. I think you have a lot to look forward to, and I think you have a lot to currently be celebrating, okay? So just do the work. It's not always easy, but it is always necessary, okay? So I really hope that you guys like this video, and I hope it resonated with you. If you liked it, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if it did resonate, please comment down below and let me know, you guys. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hitting that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. Also, share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. With all that being said, it has been such an absolute pleasure, you guys. If you want to keep watching and keep hanging out with me, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number two. Let's go. Hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number two. You guys chose card 28, the house, and the orange bat ring. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number two. You guys chose card 28, the house, and the orange bat ring. So this is your channeled message all about your inner child, your wounded child. What are some childhood wounds or traumas that could use healing, and how can we do that healing? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it, you guys, starting with your tarot cards, okay? Oh, so we have the Fool. Interesting energy. Judgment in reverse, and the Hermit. Oh my gosh, you guys got three majors. All right, so I'm already getting the energy like I want to cry, you guys. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, Me not getting a little emotional. Okay. So for you guys, group number 2, you've always felt alone. You've always felt like you were sort of like the black sheep, you were the loner. You didn't really have a lot of friends. People didn't really understand you, they didn't really get you. And you always felt judged. You always felt judged from everyone, and you felt like you had to hide yourself, like you couldn't be yourself, like you were sort of this alienated outcast as a child growing up. And this could be, you know, maybe something from your family, or just when you were in school, society in general. Just you just really felt really out of place, and this energy still carries over with you in the present till this day, that you still sometimes find yourself feeling really out of place, feeling like you don't belong, like you don't fit in, and feeling like you have to hide parts of yourself that other people don't understand because of that fear of judgment. And sometimes the violence that comes with judgment, the abuse, the emotional, the physical, the mental violence that can come with other people placing judgments upon you and who you are as a person, without them really understanding who you are as a person, but just making assumptions and accusations. But I do see that you are very unique. You are very beautiful, and you don't have to hide yourself. You don't have to hide who you are. You are this spectacular being. We're not meant to be the same. And I think this is where a lot of people make the mistake in this lifetime, in this human experience, is that we aren't meant to be the same. That's why none of us are the same. We don't look alike. We don't sound alike. We don't, you know, think alike. It's because we're all different. We're all our own different person, our own unique individual person. I mean, you and me, we're not the same person. And so it's okay to be you. It's okay to be different, you know? Like, I mean, take me, for example, making these videos on YouTube, right? How many other channels do you know that are dressing up like Halloween characters in the middle of summer, you know, in July, bringing to you tarot pick a card readings, right? It's like, it's different. It's, some people would think it's odd. Some people think it's weird. But it's okay because it's unique and it's you. And as long as you are having fun in your life and you are doing something that makes you happy, that's the only thing that matters. Your own judgments on yourself are the only judgment that matters, not the judgments of other people, not the feelings that they place upon you, okay? So you don't have to feel shame for who you are, and you don't have to feel shame about what you like. It's okay to just be open and to be unapologetically you. And that is definitely the energy that you have to embody here, because I see that that is the root of your childhood wounds and your childhood traumas, is just feeling misunderstood and being bullied because of it, being made fun of, people not getting you, people not understanding you, and feeling like you have to hide who you are, or feeling like you have to pretend to be somebody else, okay? Yeah, we have the disguise card. So the disguise card is coming through here because, again, this is just validation and clarification. Group number 2, that you felt that you've had to disguise yourself, like you've had to put on a mask and put on a costume and pretend to fit into society standards and societal norms because of the fear of the judgments that come with being yourself. So it's really sad, and I'm really sorry, group number 2, that you had to go through that. Understand that it is a relatable, it's relatable to have been through something very similar to that. Myself, and I'm sure other people as well, all the group 2 people can relate to this energy. Comment down below, share your story, share your love, you know, with each other, because you're not alone. That's the most important thing to recognize during this reading, no matter what group you pick, is that you're not alone, because there's a lot of people watching this video. There's a lot of people that are resonating with these messages as well. So it's not just you who has had these experiences. So know that it's okay that you went through what you went through. allow these situations and scenarios to build you up, okay? So I hope that you guys understand that you don't have to live in this disguise anymore. You don't have to pretend to live a life that is not yours, okay? It's about loving yourself and being yourself and ripping off the costume and the mask and just being able to show the world, here I am, and you can't change that. You know, you can't be exterminated. You can't be changed. You are here to live your life. You were put here for a reason, for divine purpose, to help elevate the world and the collective consciousness in some way, okay? So understand that you are beautiful, you deserve this life that you are living, and you deserve to live it free and to the fullest that you possibly can, with as much happiness that you can fulfill yourself with, okay? And then we have the lighthouse energy coming through here as well, okay? So the lighthouse energy is calling you home. Your soul family is coming. Understand that, yeah, you felt out of place. You felt abnormal. You felt alienated, but understand that you are finding your way home. You are finding your way to self-discovery as well. Something else that's coming through here. It's hard for us to discover ourselves and to understand who we are as people when we're forced into these disguises because of the fear of the judgments of other people. So I see that a lot of you guys, group number 2, are still trying to identify yourself. You're still trying to understand who you are as a person, as a human being, and you're getting closer to that self-discovery every day. And it can be transformational, and it can happen multiple times. Today you might make one transformation, and then tomorrow you might make a whole new transformation and a whole new discovery of yourself and aspects of yourself that you probably didn't understand before. So I see that you guys are on a road. It is a journey, and it is a long one, okay? But understand that the more you accept yourself, the more you will understand yourself, and that is the key to loving yourself, okay? And not only that, but that's going to attract people. When you accept yourself, you accept who you are, and you love yourself, that starts to attract like-minded people. Again, law of attraction energy is going to start to come through here with the lighthouse as well. This is important to mention because you're not alone. So understand that when you start to be who you are and accept who you are and love who you are going to find other people who are just like you. You're going to find your soul family, your soul tribe, and you're going to really start to discover that you're not alone, and you're going to start to feel more accepted. You're going to feel that love from others, and you're going to find strength in numbers, okay? That's the most important thing too, to keep in mind and to remember, okay? So your family is out there, and they're going to find you because they're looking for you as much as you're looking for them, okay? And then we also have dried flower fairy, sweet memories, okay? Sweet memories. So the universe, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, they want you to look back on better memories, okay? So I am seeing that, yeah, there's a lot of alienation that's happened here. There's bullying that's happened here. But I think that you have to look on your sweet memories. So I think that there were a select few of people who really did love you, who really did support you, and who were there to comfort you in times of emotional distress. So I think that you guys also need to look back on all the good things, all the positive memories that you have, all the triumphs and successes of your past. And that's going to help offset this negative energy. Okay, because really being able to relive the successes, the triumphs, the positivity is going to help change your mindset to be able to love yourself more. Because when you only see yourself as this freakish, monstrous being, right, that was sort of alienated from society and ostracized, then that's how you view yourself. So it's about taking those memories, throwing them out, throwing them in the trash. They don't serve you anymore. And then really focusing on the positive memories of where you were able to make friends or make romantic relationships, where people were able to emotionally support you through, right, this could be family members, friends, clubs, anything that you did, participated in, that you feel is a positive memory, some sort of success or triumph that is really going to boost your self-confidence and your self-esteem, because that is the main focus that you need on yourself, is building your own self-confidence and your own self-esteem in who you are as your own person in your own skin, okay? And then we also have the lamp, remembrance. Okay, so there's a lot of reflection that needs to happen here. The universe really wants you to reflect on your past. Now, I believe that the reason for this probably has to do with the process of healing or needing to heal. Some of you guys probably don't realize, right, that there is a sort of subconscious frequency happening here where your current life is a representation and a reflection of your childhood trauma, which was this loneliness, right? Kind of being a loner, feeling ostracized from society, not having a lot of friends, being bullied, that sort of thing. So I'm seeing that a lot of you guys may have really blocked that out. Maybe you feel like you've overcome that, but you actually haven't as much as you think that you have. And if you look closely, you'll be able to see how your current relationships, current feelings of your own self-confidence and self-esteem is actually a reflection of your past traumas, past issues, and past wounds. So your spiritual team is coming through. They want you to reflect on those memories. They want you to understand yourself in a more positive light, to be able to, oh, I'm hearing, okay, write a letter. This is very good. This is very good, you guys. Oftentimes, it's very big, it's popular to write letters to your future self. But in this instance, you need to write a letter to your past self. Write a letter to who you were at 14, 12 years old, okay? To who you were as, 10 years old. Write a letter to your past self, to your inner child, your wounded child, and let them know that it gets better. Let them know that there's so much to look forward to, how beautiful and positive your life is now, how much confidence and self-esteem you have in yourself now. That's what you have to let your child know, because that's what your child, your inner child, your past child wants to know. They want to know, how did you overcome it? How are you able to love yourself when no one else could love you? Okay? So let them know. Tell them the story. Tell them your story, because it is a story of beauty. It is a story of strength, and it is a story of triumph. Okay? And lastly, we have Merak. Embrace oneness with the universe. Okay? So this is, again, understanding that everything that has happened for you, not to you, okay? It's about understanding that, yeah, there were hurdles, there were obstacles, there were hardships, but they were placed there in order for you to understand yourself more, in order to build strength, in order to build courage, okay? Because if you're not put in tough situations, then you're not able to push yourself to become a stronger, more courageous person. And that's really all that the universe wants for you, okay? So understand, yeah, okay, you didn't fit in then, but you fit in now. And the reason you probably didn't fit in then was because you didn't even know where you were supposed to fit. So it's okay, you guys. It's been a journey. We talked about that. It's been a long journey of self-discovery, trying to understand yourself. And if you find yourself in the current present still not understanding who you are, look back, because there are going to be parts of you from your past that are going to help you understand your present and maybe even your future, okay? So this is about understanding your life timeline, not as a straight line, but as, in fact, a circle, okay? So understanding that there are aspects of you and all facets of your life and all facets of your being that are going to help you understand who you are. And this is included in all of your memories, not just the negative ones, but the positive ones as well, okay? And holding on to that positive light, that positive energy, and being able to find courage and strength in that and in the loved ones that are supporting you, and being able to raise your own self-confidence and self-esteem in that energy to be able to push forward and become an even stronger and brighter person. So as you are writing that letter to your past self, as a matter of fact, go ahead and write one to your future self as well. And maybe even write one for you right now, okay? And those are all things that are going to really help you to understand, to cope, and to heal from these aspects that you are wounded in, okay? All right, group number 2. Wow, powerful reading. So that was your channeled message, all about your inner child, your wounded child, how to heal from those wounds, and what needed healing. Okay, finding what needs healing and explaining how to do that healing. Remember, this is a 2-part video as well. I have a Reiki healing session that I will be posting after this. That's going to go more in depth about doing the healing necessary, and I'm going to be sending all that healing energy to you to help close up those wounds and to help you move forward in a brighter future, okay? Now, with all that being said, you guys, I really hope that you liked today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you find that the reading resonated with you, please comment down below and let me know, you guys. I would love to know it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscription button and the notification button as well, so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. Also, share this video, share it on your social media with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet, you guys, and let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, okay? It has been such an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video and for hanging out with me. If you want to keep watching and keep hanging out, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Let's go. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card number 5, the boy, and the spider purple ring. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card number 5, the boy, and the purple spider ring. So this is your channeled message for your inner child, your wounded child. We're going to look at what are your childhood wounds and how we can heal them, okay? So let's go and get into you guys, starting with your tarot cards. So we have the Page of Wands, the World in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles, okay? Okay. So I'm getting the energy here that you guys feel incomplete. You feel incomplete, like there's something missing. Maybe like there's something from your childhood that you feel is missing that you weren't able to do or accomplish, that you feel is a part, as a piece of you that you are missing now. For some of you guys, you could feel like your whole childhood is missing, like your whole childhood was stolen from you. Maybe you're innocent, something like that. Or this could be something as not finishing high school, or, you know, not being able to go to prom. There's something about your childhood that you feel was taken from you, that makes you feel incomplete, and that's why you're still holding on to it. Okay, you almost have, there's like a bit of a grudge energy, holding a grudge because you felt that something, or a part or some sort of aspect of your childhood was taken from you. With the Ace of Pentacles here, this is telling me that some of you guys, maybe your finances growing up or your childhood was a bit of a struggle, that maybe you weren't able to afford the best things, the nicest clothing. Maybe you weren't able to go on field trips, something like that, purchase your class ring. But I'm seeing finances, I think, goes hand in hand with this world in reverse of feeling that something was missing. I feel that for some of you guys, maybe this is some sort of financial issue that you went through as a child. The Page of Wands coming in here could be representative of you. Maybe you are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or maybe you have heavy fire in your chart. But again, the page is young energy, so this is definitely childlike energy that's coming through here. We are seeing, right, walking on thin ice is energy that's being depicted here for me. So I'm seeing that some of you guys find that you perhaps were not allowed to do certain things or to ask for certain things growing up, because you either couldn't afford it or you felt that your parents just didn't approve of it. Whatever the situation or scenario is, I see that you guys do have a bit of a grudging energy because you felt that you weren't able to sort of have the childhood experience to the fullest, okay? Where you see other people where you're like, oh, it's not fair that they got to do all these things and I didn't get to do it. There's a bit of envy energy that's coming through here as well. Okay, yeah, we have grandmother coming through. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So grandmother energy is telling me that some of you guys, maybe you feel that your parents were overprotective of you. There could be a bit of overprotective energy coming through here, feeling like your parents told you no a lot, or feeling that your parents would get upset with you a lot of the times, and feeling like maybe they just didn't get you, they didn't understand you. Maybe you feel that you have a strained relationship with your parents or your grandparents. Some of you guys, maybe you were raised by your grandparents and not your parents necessarily, and that could be something, right, part of the hole that you feel that you have in your childhood. That is energy that's happening here. Or maybe some of you guys never knew your grandparents. You've had a bit of a separation with your family in that aspect, and that's something else that's coming through here. So potentially for some of you guys, that hole that you feel is missing from your family could be that you didn't really know your family. You felt that you kind of were missing that large family. You didn't really talk to your cousins, grandparents, aunts, uncles. You didn't have that strong family relationship or those family bonds that other people might have had, or that you noticed other people had, and you sort of missed out on that experience. Okay, so I am seeing that's another aspect that could potentially be happening here. I am seeing that there is a bit of a strain though. I'm feeling the energy that there is a bit of a strain between you and your parents or your guardians, because you sort of blame them in a way for not being able to, for whatever the hole is that you feel that you have this void of you in your childhood. You blame your parents for that void, and you feel that you're never going to be able to fill that void, and it's sort of this lingering energy that it's this lingering space that I feel that is being filled with anger. There's a bit of anger and a bit of rage, but really it stems from hurt and pain. So I do understand, and I do validate your feelings that yes, it's okay to be hurt and it's okay to feel that pain, and it's okay to be angry because you did miss out on certain aspects that were important to you growing up in your family, but understand that was out of your control, and it was out of the control of those around you. You cannot go back and change it, right? Sometimes when we're kids, it's hard to understand why our parents or guardians do things, because we don't understand their reasoning, because they've lived longer, they're wiser, they have a stronger understanding of life. So now as we are older, we can look back at certain decisions that our parents and guardians made for us, and we can understand how they made those decisions to protect us because they thought that it was the best decision for us. It was a decision that was made out of love, not out of hate. Your parents didn't do things to spite you. Your parents didn't do things to make you angry. So it's understandable that as a kid you can't view that perspective because you haven't grown up fully, and so you don't understand that. So when you look back and you say, yeah, as a child I was really angry at my mom because she didn't let me hang out with Judy, but now as I'm older I understand that Judy was a really bad influence and that's why my mom didn't want me to hang out with her. So that's sort of like example there, okay? I don't know why I use the name Judy. Maybe that'll resonate with some of you guys, but so that's just sort of the energy that we're getting here. So I think that you guys need to definitely ease up on your parents a little bit. I think it's something that you need to sit down and talk to your parents or guardians with to be able to understand maybe why they made certain situations, where you can say, hey, I just remember that growing up, things weren't easy. I have some questions about some decisions that you made in my life, and I would just like to understand why you made those decisions better. Because sometimes they don't understand how you're affected by their decisions the same way that you don't understand why they're making the decisions, okay? So understand that as well. Now you guys also have tooth energy, which is telling me, again, there's financial energy that's coming through here. So I do see finances definitely does play a role in your childhood and growing up, perhaps having a lack of finances. This for me is also growing pains. So I am seeing that there's loss. Tooth energy is loss energy, feeling again that like losing your baby teeth. Like you feel like you've lost a part of your childhood as you've grown up and you're still holding on to that, but there's a need for you to let go, okay? Those teeth, they came out, girl. Like they came out your mouth. You don't have them anymore. So it's time for you to let the energy go, because I really see that you guys are harboring on this energy when there's a strong necessity for you to let it go and to be able to move forward, because you're really just holding yourself back. You're staying stuck in this sort of stagnant loop here where you're not really allowing yourself to grow and heal because you're still hung up on the energy. So go ahead and talk with your loved ones, friends, family members that you feel will listen to you, will understand you, will validate your feelings, and will be able to help you, help bring to you a better clarity and understanding of your past energies. Now, remember, when seeking that sort of clarification and understanding of your past, there has to be open dialogue. So that's not just you seeking to hear what you want to hear. It's about you listening to other people's perspectives who were part of that part of your childhood, and being able to view things from outsiders' perspectives looking in. That's the only way that you're going to be able to understand the whole story there, okay? Ooh, let's see. This, again, for me, it's like growing pains. That's something that I talk about sometimes. And right, it hurts. When you lose your teeth, when you're growing up and your teeth start to fall out, it hurts, okay? So understand that, yeah, growing up is hard. It's hard for everyone. It wasn't just hard for you. It was hard for everyone who, like, in existence, okay? Childhood is never like a smooth road, okay? Parents don't know what they're doing. There's not like a guidebook to parenting, and the same thing with kids. Like, kids don't know what they're doing either. Like, we're all a hot mess, especially when we start to go through puberty, you know? Like, we don't know what we're doing. No one knows what they're doing. Our mom doesn't know what she's doing. Our dad don't know what he's doing. We as kids don't know what we're doing. And so it's easy for us to start pointing fingers and blaming each other for, you know, things that happen to us, and we're like, oh my God, it's all their fault, when really, like, we're all doing the best that we can. And I think we need to just lighten up and to just be able to be easier, not only on ourselves, but on our loved ones as well, because at the end of the day, we're all doing the best that we can. And sure, we make mistakes, but that's part of learning, and that's part of growing up is, yeah, we're going to make mistakes. Okay. So your parents made mistakes. So you made mistakes. I've made mistakes, okay? You're going to continue to make mistakes because you're going to continue to grow. And guess what? Your parents and guardians are still going to make mistakes because they're still growing too. Like, we're all still growing, okay? Sure, maybe it's like at different intervals. We're all at different ages and different stages. But at the end of the day, we're all still progressing and moving forward and learning and growing in our own unique way. So I think there's a need for you to understand that it's not about you, and it's time for you to start to take the focus off of you and understand that everything's okay, that everything happened for a reason, that everything happened for you, not to you, and to just be able to have more of an open mind and to be able to forgive your past, understand that everyone did the best that they could. No one was trying to maliciously hurt you. Understand that all you can do is just try to be a better you in your future, and how you can positively affect the people around you, so that way maybe you don't make the same mistakes that you feel that other people did, such as your parents or guardians as you were growing up, okay? And then we have Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. So it's time to be brave, meaning that it's time for you to be brave enough to move forward, okay? So this is... Okay, let's get into this. So this is something that that I've been working with in meditation myself. Some shadow work that's happening here. So I've come to the understanding that for a lot of people, I believe, it's hard to move forward if you can't let go of your past, okay? You can't move forward into your future if you can't let go of your past. So in order for you to be able to progress in this lifetime, in order to grow in a healthy way, you have to be able to look at your past and acknowledge. You have to acknowledge everything that went wrong, everything that hurt you, everything that made you sad, that made you upset. Acknowledge it. It happened, and then forgive it. Understand that you cannot change it, that all you can do is learn from it and be able to have a better present and a better future because of it, okay? Finding the lesson, being able to thank the hardships for the growth that it provided, and then being able to let it go. Because what is happening here, group number 3, is we're not being able to properly forgive and let go of our past, so we're being stuck in it. And being stuck in it is causing this sort of stagnant energy in our present, and we're not able to move forward into our future because of it. So you'll notice that in your current life, you are probably experiencing this sort of hamster wheel effect. You're stuck in this cycle where you're not able to move forward. You're not able to grow, okay? You're finding that, you're upset about things that you want to change, but aren't changing. And the reason for that is because you're not letting go of your past, okay? So you have to let go of your past in order to move forward into your future. Sometimes the reason we can't do that is because we're afraid that our future is going to be just as disappointing as our past was. So the only way to flip the script is to understand that your past wasn't disappointing. Your past was a growing and learning experience. And guess what, honey? Your future is going to be too, okay? It's just about utilizing positive and negative energies and being able to shift your perspective and understanding where your focus is going to be, okay? Are you going to focus on all the negative, or are you going to focus on the positive? Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to manifest your reality, okay? So if you continue to look at all the negative and focus on all the negative of your past, then that's what's going to be reflected into your future through manifestation energy, okay? So what's the frequency that you want to ride into your future? Because I choose positivity, honey, and you should too, okay? So skulls of stars, infinite possibilities, okay? Infinite possibilities. So your guides are coming in. The universe is stepping in here. There's divine energy letting you know that your future has not yet been written, that your future has not yet been defined, okay? So yeah, there is a fear of what is to behold your future because your past was a disaster, but understand that your future doesn't have to be. You are going to be the creator of your future. Your future is like this ball of clay, and you're the sculptor, so it can be anything that you want it to be, okay? The universe has given you the tools to create a masterpiece, and so it's about you understanding how you want to make that clay. If you don't do it, if you choose to just stare at that block of clay and not do anything to it, guess what? Nothing's going to happen in your future. It's going to be boring. It's going to be stagnant. It's going to be the exact same. There's not going to be any change. But if you choose to mold it, to play with it, and to learn from your mistakes, and then to squish it up and start all over again, then you can create something that is so beautiful and that is so artistic and masterful. And at the end of the day, when you finish that sculpture, you're going to be able to look back and say, wow, I can't believe that I did that, and feel so good about yourself. So that's what the universe is letting you know. They're saying it's time to be brave. It's time for you to let go of your past and to move forward into your future. Yeah, the future is a scary thing, but don't let the disappointments of your past be the definition of your future. Okay, be brave and jump full force into the unknown that is going to be these endeavors and ideas that you're going to pursue, these new goals, because the possibilities are absolutely infinite. And the fact that the possibilities are infinite tells you that you have the choice and the decision as to which possibilities you want to bring into your reality, because infinite possibilities includes negative and positive, and it's your choice as to which possibilities you're going to bring into your future. Okay, group number 3, and for your final card we have Epiphany. Reveal your gifts. Okay, so you guys are going to have some sort of epiphany, maybe while you're watching this, maybe after you watch this, maybe you've had the epiphany already, maybe you'll have it next week, girl, I don't know. But you are going to come to some sort of an epiphany, some sort of realization, ego death, you can call it that. Okay, there's transformational energy that's happening here, group number 3. And you're going to start to, I think, find yourself, rediscover yourself, reinvent yourself in the present moment. That's going to help push you into your future. Okay, when we talk about revealing your gifts, this could be the gift of clay making, sculpture making, the gift of manifestation, the gift of, you know, what is your gift? Something that's going to help you be successful, help you make money, help you change your future. So it's not a reflection of your past. Sure, maybe you had some financial struggles in your past, but that doesn't mean that you have to have those same financial struggles in your future. Okay, so you have the ability to have a strong career and a strong financial foundation if you make that for yourself. Figure out what your gifts are, figure out what your talents are, utilize those gifts and talents as a way to heal your past, as a creative outlet for emotional, mental energies that need to be released, and then also allow those gifts and talents to help you create a financial foundation for yourself, to create a stable life for yourself, to be able to enjoy your future in a new and positive way that you didn't even know was possible, because the universe gave you these gifts for a reason, so you can utilize them. They are your tools, so you can share them, so you can teach the world and reach a higher consciousness, and to help the collective consciousness reach a higher level as well. Whew. Okay, group number 3. Some of you guys, maybe that's a psychic thing too. Maybe some of you guys are my psychics, okay? And this is resonating. So that was a little intense. I wasn't expecting that. I just started channeling, we started ranting, and yeah, that's what happened, okay? So that is your channeled message. Group number 3, all about your inner child, your wounded child. What are the wounds of your childhood that need to be healed, and how to potentially do the healing. So I really hope that you guys liked this reading, and I hope that you liked the looks today too. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. If the reading resonated with you, comment down below and let me know, you guys. I would love to hear it, okay? Also, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week, just like this one, okay? Also, share this video with your loved ones, friends, and family that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet, and let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, okay? Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video and for taking the time out of your day to watch these messages and to allow them to help you heal and grow, okay? Thank you guys so much for all of your beautiful comments as well on all of my videos. I love reading all of your comments. They're very inspiring for me to continue to make these videos and to continue providing content on this channel, okay? So thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to keep an eye out for part 2 of this video here. The second part is going to be a Reiki healing session where we're going to focus on sending Reiki healing energy to your childhood wounds so we can work together to close those wounds, to do the healing, to be able to move forward in a positive way, okay? So again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been such an absolute pleasure. I will catch you guys on the next video, but until then, as always, keep it creepy, you guys, and happy summerween, okay? Bye, you guys.